Now we will see the nucleus. So first and very important thing about nucleus is it is the master cell organelle. Why it is called as a master cell organelle? Because first thing, it is a present in the center of the cell, okay, and it has a capacity to do cellular activities. So it is called as a master cell of organelle, that is a nucleus. Now the structure of nucleus in eukaryotic will be well defined, but in prokaryotic it will not well defined, okay. So this nucleus will have a nuclear envelope, nucleoplasm, nucleolus and chromatin network. One by one we will see. First we will see the nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope means it has a double wall membrane. That means it has an outer covering or it is a bilayer, and this bilayer will be a phospholipid bilayer. That means phosphate and lipid togetherly create a bilayer and it is called as a nuclear envelope, okay. And these two membrane will get separated by the perinuclear space. That means we have seen in plastid and mitochondria there is an intermembrane space, exactly like that it has a perinuclear space. And outer membrane will connected to the endoplasmic reticulum and inner membrane is connected to the fibers which is called as a protein fibers, and it helps the maintaining the shape of a nucleus. That means this nucleus will have a same shape every time. Why it is happen? Because this inner membrane get connected to the protein fibers. So in the nucleus, in a particular spaces there is a small structure, circular structure, openings are present called as a nuclear pore. You can observe in a diagram. And this nuclear pore or nucleopores are covered by the pore complexes. Why it is covered by pore complexes? Because this get regulated the flow of a substance. I have already told that in the cell some have a semi-permeable membrane or a permeable membrane. Why it is a semi-permeable and permeable membrane? Because it has capacity to transfer the fluid or minerals. So this flow of fluid get regulated by this pore complex. From where? From nucleus to the cytoplasm or vice versa. Now we will see the nucleoplasm. This nucleoplasm is also called as a karyolymph. Okay, and nucleoplasm is nothing but the cytoplasm, that is a matrix jelly like fluid, okay, viscous fluid, and this will contain the nucleic acid, protein molecules, mineral, salt molecules, okay. And in that nucleoplasm there will be some chromatin like material or a chromatin network and nucleolus. Chromatin network is just a thread like structure or fiber like structures which is get connected to each other. And this nucleolus is made up of a rRNA, that is a ribosomal RNA and ribosomal proteins. So it is called as a site of a ribosome biogenesis. Why site of a ribosome biogenesis? Because this nucleus basically is made up of a rRNA, that is a ribosomal RNA and ribosomal proteins. So it is a ribosome biogenesis. Okay. I have already mentioned a particular word, that is a chromatin material. So this chromatin material is nothing but the genetic information and which is present in the form of a chromosomes. And this chromosome is nothing but the DNA molecules. Okay. So in this chromatin network or chromatin material, there is a chromosomes are present, and chromosomes are a part of a DNA, or it is a one form of a DNA. And these chromosomes will appear thread-like structure. That means this chromosome will have a thread-like structure, and this structure or this network will called as a chromatin material. And this material, that means this chromatin material, will contain the DNA, RNA, histone protein, non-histone protein, etc. And in that chromatin, in some places DNA is more active, and it is a more active, that means it is a genetically more active, so it is called as a euchromatin. And at the some regions, this contains the more protein and less DNA, then it will genetically inactive, will called as a heterochromatin. So there are two types of a chromatin. First is the euchromatin and second is the heterochromatin. First is the euchromatin, means in some regions DNA is more active and genetically more active, so it is called as a euchromatin. And second is the heterochromatin. What do you mean by heterochromatin? That is, in some places proteins are more active, that is it produces the more proteins and less DNA, so it is called as a heterochromatin. But when this particular cell get divided like mitosis or a meiosis, at that time these chromosomes will get coiled and get condensed. That means it get reduced and differentiated. So in a cell division there is a metaphase, and at that metaphase this chromosome get differentiated, and at that time we will clearly observe that that is a chromosomes, or we will identify in that metaphase this is the chromosomes. So main function of this nucleus are the, it has a genetic material, we already know that. So this genetic information has a important role, that is a heredity and variation. We have already know that if we are seen like that our father and mother, why it is called like that? That is a heredity and variations. Because of the heredity we look like our parents and we look like our mother or a brother. Second main function or a second main important function is the, this nucleus synthesizes the DNA, RNA and ribosomes. So it is the site of a synthesis of a DNA, RNA and ribosomes. So it will synthesis the protein also. That's why this nucleus is the master cell organelle. Why? Because nucleus produces protein also, synthesis protein also. So also it synthesis the DNA also, RNA and ribosomes also. And it has a very important main role that it act as a, or it has a heredity and variations. So it is a very important cell organelle. That's all for today. And here we completed our chapter. So in this cell organelle we have seen the animal cell, plant cell, eukaryotic cell, prokaryotic cell. In eukaryotic cell there will be a various cell organelles, well developed cell organelles like nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi complex, endoplasmic reticulum, vacuoles, plastids, glyoxysomes, etc., etc. And we have seen the structure and function of every cell organelle, and this every cell organelle will have their particular function on the basis of their location. Okay, thank you.